Repetition 7, Rep 7, content creation. This project, there isn't really any other structure to it so far that I've come up with. And that's okay for now. Jason, why are you in a dark, spooky warehouse by yourself? Mind your business, okay? Yeah, Rep 7, let's see. Something that feels evocative for me, if that is the word, is this question of like in mankind's history with fire. Like when was the first occasion in which we would use, say, like a torch? Under what circumstances? Okay, maybe that'll be another time. Under what circumstances would a torch first have been used? And I'm not talking about the fancy kind, certainly not talking about the Edison era kind like this. I'm talking about way back into our ancestral history. When did our progenitors take a burning length of wood out of the fire? For what? For why? Right? And if you look at some of our history, this would have been back in the old country. And this guy I used to work with, he'd say, "Well, a lesson I learned in the old country." And then he just, drop some folksy, hilarious, sometimes profane nugget. But in the old country of Africa, this would have been our environment. And if you look at that area, cradle of life kind of area, it would have been very easy for someone to get lost. Like people are out exploring and they would get lost in the dark, alone. And I have had the experience of being lost in nature, and it's terrifying, like fully lost. I don't recommend it. Your nervous system freaks out because you don't know whether or not you're going to survive. Thinking about it, like our tribe, our community, like that's how we have met our basic needs to survive. Food, shelter, right? Safety. And so you're all alone there. Everyone, all the other members of your tribe sort of get back, and then you notice hey, this person's missing. And I genuinely cannot think of an earlier context that would have moved, seriously moved, our ancestors to use a torch, to go out into the darkness. This, right, to say our person is out there. And they're alone, and they're afraid. And we're gonna go find them, right? We're gonna take this fire, this thing that can burn us, and we're gonna go out, and we're gonna bring them in. For me, there are a lot of symbols, there's a lot of iconography that moves me. But the torch is a deep one, right? This piece of there's so many of us who are struggling. Everyone I know, essentially, in some way, is struggling. And the ludicrous fact of it is, we're doing it alone. That's the problem. And even if you have people in your life, are you doing life with those people? Are you problem solving with them? Or are you fighting alone? Because alone is not how we got here. Alone is not how we built this. Alone is not how we crawled and fought and took ourselves from these states, these places, to civilization, to safety, to abundance. So, like, what is this torch? What is this bright thing that we can stoke and then bear into the darkness to find ourselves in each other? Because I tell you, like, I sure could use some hope, right? Like, I feel in a serious way that I am in the dark most of the time in certain ways. So, what do you think? What is that? Yeah, I'm open to hearing your perspective.